guys, I'm Jenny. Welcome to Jenny Moonbloom. Yes, so right now I am in my bathroom with my newly adopted bird of paradise here. Can't really see him too well, but he is a nice size. You can see the leaf here. But yeah, I have him in my restroom right now, one of our guest bathrooms. It's actually one of the best lit rooms in the whole house, like all day, bright and direct sunlight. So this is a great room for plants. I like to rotate my plants in here. This guy actually sits in kind of a dark corner in the house. So I don't know, every once a week or every other week, I'll like roll him into this bathroom and leave him in here for a couple days. But yeah, the reason why I am starting this video is because I wanted to maybe start an experiment, something I haven't done before. But yes, I recently adopted this bird of paradise, and I noticed there's some extra room up front here, extra soil, and I just don't feel like it's drying quick enough, and I'm worried that may lead to root rot. So I want to add a companion plant in here that will maybe help this guy drink up the water quickly, a little better, more, you know, sufficiently. So I have a Monstera cutting here that I've propagated in water. It's been in here for at least a few months now, but I think the roots are established enough to throw them in there. So, you know, I don't know how successful these two plants are together as companions in one pot, but they both, you know, are tropical, and I feel like they both like the same amount of water and soil and sun. So I'm just gonna try to add this guy to the soil and see what happens, see if they like it, see if they can live together. So let's get that started. All right, so let's get our cutting into the soil. See how big our roots are. So, can you guys get out? Go, go.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
All right. Place it here. All right, so since we transferred our plant straight from water, it needs to be thoroughly watered right away, just so it doesn't get shocked from the change from wet to dry. So let's take these guys out to water. All right, so we have our bird of paradise and our baby Monstera outside so we could give it a proper water. Like I had mentioned before, it's super important to water these guys right away and give them a thorough watering when you transfer them from water to the soil, because it's such a different change of growing medium. It's so much drier than water, so we're going to make sure to give it a nice proper watering. All right, so I don't usually use a watering can this big, but for larger pots like this, they need lots and lots and lots of water. This is a 20-inch pot, so I just want to give you an idea of how much your larger pots are going to need, how much water. So you want to continually to water it until you start seeing water drain from the bottom here, which this is not draining, this is spillage from me. So plenty of water. Um, so I have filtered water in here, bottled water, and yeah, just keep in mind, you know, depending on what kind of pots you're using is going to change the frequency of how much you water your plant, such as pots like this, terracotta pots, which are clay. They're a little more porous, so they do breathe a little better, but they do dry out a little more quickly. So you're gonna need to water your plant in a terracotta pot a lot more frequently than you are gonna have to water your plant in a glazed pot or a plastic pot. So just keep that in mind. And I've already gave it plenty of water and there's still no sign of drainage, so let's keep watering. So since most of my plants I like to use filtered water, another great way to save water is collecting rainwater. Plants love that. Or, I don't know, other ways you can recycle water. My husband likes to make these weird broccoli sprouts, and it uses up a lot of bottled water. You have to use clean water to grow them. So instead of, you know, wasting the water and washing it down the drain, I just collect it on the side and use it for my plants. And a lot of times the water has nutrients from the little seeds that he's growing, so they actually appreciate that funky water. So, still watering and waiting for signs of drainage. Since this is a larger pot, we could wait maybe like 10 minutes and see how it goes. The water is draining. We're gonna let the pot sit for maybe about 10 minutes till all of the excess water is finished draining out. You never want to leave your pot sitting directly in the water, because that will lead to root rot and your roots won't be able to breathe properly. So once that's finished draining, I'm gonna move it away from the water, and we'll keep an eye on the progress of how these two get along. Okay guys, so it's been about a week since we paired our two plants together, and I'd say so far so good. Our cutting is adjusting to the soil okay. She's not looking, you know, as perky as she could, but I think she still needs a little time to adjust. I also did notice that the soil is drying out a little more evenly, which is what I wanted, and this is why we added her to the soil. So I think she's getting the job done, but I do think we could give them a little more time to adjust and observe and see if these two are truly compatible. So let's give them more time and maybe give an update within the next couple weeks. Yeah guys, so I hope you learned a little something with me today, and I hope you enjoyed this little experiment we did. Show me some love, like and subscribe, and check me out again soon. Bye.